Do we expect the ego to ever be quiet? I think one of the things that I've noticed mostly in my awakening and in my process has been that at times I would expect the ego to be quiet. So in other words, I would feel that presence behind it as being the watcher, so to speak, like that stillness as I'm experiencing an emotion, let's say, such as anger or resentment or jealousy or pick any other emotion that you would like. While I'm experiencing that, the thought sinks in that I should not be having this thought. That as a awakened individual, why am I still having this thought? And this would sink in and kind of bother me every once in a while. And then I had this realization at one point, and this isn't something that I came up with, obviously. I think this is something that you evolve to in time as you experience and practice awareness, is that's fine. The ego is doing what the ego does. Emotions will do what emotions do. It's the identification with that emotion that makes it more troublesome, let's just say, where you get stuck in this pattern of, I shouldn't be having this thought. Why am I having this thought? I don't want to feel jealous. I don't want to feel resentment. I don't want to feel anger right now. And I think the key is if you're feeling it, it's fine. It's a natural emotion. You can't help it. An external event in your life, something could be happening, something could trigger you or trigger a thought pattern that's just been, like I said, the mind is a machine. So it's been trained to act a certain way. It's been trained to think a certain way. It's been trained to react a certain way. So this trigger, whatever it might be, causes this cascade of thought patterns to start. The key is, once you notice that you don't like these thoughts, that something in you is rejecting them, that's the awareness. That's your true being. That's what we strive to evolve to. That higher intelligence that realizes that this, albeit maybe sometimes necessary for human survival, part of the brain, is just doing what it does, trying to be better, strive. But this higher intelligence then sees that, notices it, and does not attach to it. And I think that's where the biggest issue is we would attach to that and be upset that we don't like that we felt that thought. And for somebody who experienced OCD for many years, and I still do experience it, I've just, again, worked hard and practiced awareness and mindfulness and many other tools where I got to the point where I could completely watch my mind in that aspect. And all it did was kind of change on me and started picking on my emotions, where if I felt an emotion, why am I feeling this emotion? I shouldn't be feeling this emotion. And at times it would grab me for a little while, maybe whatever, it could be 20 minutes, a half hour, an hour, sometimes a day, where I'm kind of upset that I was having this emotion. And then I would realize it's okay to have the emotion, like it's okay to have a thought, like it's okay to feel something. But we get to choose the path we want to take. We get to choose, do we react to this or not? When we react automatically, that's when we are more unconscious than we are conscious. So if somebody says something to you that triggers you and you lash out immediately, that's an unconscious response. Where somebody says something to you that triggers you, you hear it. You feel it. Well, here comes an emotion. Ego doesn't like that he said this. Ego doesn't like that she said that. Ego doesn't like this or that. And we don't react to it. We could still feel that urge to want to react. We could still feel, so to speak, the boiling blood, but we don't attach to it. That simmers quickly and just dies out. and our ego realizes that, okay, I'm not getting no energy, I'm not getting anything to feed off of here, and it'll just quiet down. Like a volcano that is grumbling but just wasn't given the opportunity to erupt because the right circumstances weren't there. So you could be that part of the volcano that doesn't give the final ingredients for it to erupt. You have that choice. In that one moment, you have that choice.